If you don't know me, I'm James. So unfortunately, this is a project that I have been working on for a while, but the good part is I actually shipped some big features today, and it is code gen related. I guess everyone here is pretty smart, so you're probably smart enough that you're not spending your time learning how to code in React. And that's what that's what I've been working on. The front end of this is closed source, but I'm actually open sourcing all of the agents and prompts to it. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. So basically, the idea is it's a super fast way in your browser to create a React app, make some modifications using AI, and then ship it right away. So I'll just show exactly. This is the app. It's at gitwit.dev, and you literally so you have like a little React ID here. This is a React app that's being rendered. It's using something called Sandpack. And what that's doing is it's actually compiling the TypeScript, rendering the whole app in your browser, client side. So yeah, we can just do you can just type in any kind of prompt that you want in this bar. So for example, let's add a bar chart into this React app, and you'll see coding live. And we see here that a dependency was added that also got added automatically into the package.json, so you shouldn't normally have to worry about dependencies. Of course, you can also edit any of this live as well in the editor. Maybe I could just show like a couple things that I've done where it's been more like 5 or 6 prompts sequentially. So this is like a checkout. An interactive checkout React website. The whole thing was written with prompting, with maybe like 5 prompts. What else, for example? Here's just like a simple doodle. I did a couple prompts, here's a slightly more complicated one where I take a CSV text box, render it as a table, and then you can also sort it. All of that was done with maybe 5 prompts. In here. What I did today was this sort of deploy feature. I came up with a super hacky way, but a way that works to sort of live deploy your apps. You can really just go on right now to gitwit.dev. You can make an app with AI, and then you can share it. You can make this shareable link, and then you can just share that React app with anyone, potentially not writing a single line of code.
So can you modify multiple files with the same prompt?
Oh yeah.
If you have if you have 2 or 3 components that need to be modified to achieve a certain task, can you, or is that?
Yeah. So can you modify multiple files? Presumably in a React app, you'd want to have components, hooks, probably spread up into different files. I've played around with this, and in the current version, I do not have that because actually I've been able to make working apps just editing one file, and I want to test that to its fullest. The next step after this, one of the things that I'm really eager to do is basically to have this. So one thing that I do is I make components, and then I say, can you divide this into multiple React components? So I like to have it sort of automatically refactor, and then as you're making more components, it's why not put those into more files? And what I like about React is it has that hierarchical structure, which will make that easy to do. Yeah.
In testing and anyone you've done with it so far, have you found that there are certain UIs or certain types of components that you tend to struggle with in terms of generating? Because, just that question. Are there certain things that are hard to do?
Definitely. And it's sort of just a matter of weeding those out. So I think one example where I made a lot of progress very easily was with the charts. So here I just gave an example of a chart, and I have not fed it any documentation, but I have watched for when I've detected when the user is dealing with charts, and I've specified don't use any of these chart libraries because I know that you'll get them wrong because your internal memory is wrong. So it's mostly just figuring out those paths and then avoiding the wrong paths.
So you just preempt it by modifying the prompt.
Yeah, and as I do more and more of that, I will eventually become an agent. Yeah, yeah.
Sounds like maybe you might have answered it right there, but I was gonna ask, are you doing any retrieval augmentation here? How do you deal with cutoff dates being old APIs?
Yeah, so right now I'm doing the laziest, like I'm hacking everything together and doing the fastest way to get it to work. And I think long term, RAG will be like a good way to get it to work. Right now, I can get a lot by just like injecting things, small things into the prompt, because I find that for most React apps, like there's maybe like 20 libraries, like 20 of the most popular libraries, and so I can sort of prompt around that. But like one example of something that I'm struggling with now is like, for example, if you wanted to use the OpenAI API, like they just put out version 4 like a week ago, and the syntax is completely different. So retrieval augmented generation might actually be like the easiest way to do that. I don't know of an easier way. Yeah. Maybe like one shot prompting, for example. Yeah.
Can we try changing the style? Does that work?
Yeah, sure. Let me do like a smaller one so it takes so it goes faster. I'll just do like I'll just make here, and I'll just say like oh, here, I'll go back to this one. So sure, fine. Did I break it? Oh, here. Ooh. Can make a new project. Here, let's first add some. Should I add some buttons or something? So add some buttons. We got 2 buttons. Yeah, this is good. What would you like to change?
Let's make it like retro style or something.
Make retro 80s.
Yeah.
80s style. So interesting. Yeah, I like this so far. It's okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna be open sourcing the prompts, and feel free to, it's free to use, and I just started like a Discord channel where I'll be putting like a bunch of examples, maybe like one new example every day of what you can build with it. Thanks.